little blood, swears, talking money. Wolf fucking honey up, teeth looking gummy, Brady's house up, smelling funny. Real nutty, that's when you.
Deadpool and the Tale of Little Red Riding Hood. Alright folks, buckle up because this ain't your grandma's fairy tale. Before we dive in, heads up. There might be more than one version of Little Red Riding Hood in this vid. And that killer track you just heard? Yep, there's a music video in the works. We might even drop a sneak peek in this video. Consider yourselves warned. Alright kiddies, grab your popcorn and chimichangas, cause it's story time with Deadpool. This one's a classic, but I'm giving it the old Merc with a mouth twist. Picture it, a land where fairy tales come alive, and I'm just the meta-narrator to guide you through the chaos. Once upon a time in a forest that was as shady as the corners of the internet, there lived a young girl named Little Red Riding Hood. Why was she called that, you ask? Because she wore a red hoodie that was so on fleek, it made Spider-Man jealous. One day, her mom, who had a weird thing for sending kids into dangerous situations, gave her a basket filled with goodies. "Red," she said, "take this basket of gluten-free muffins and organic kale chips to your grandma. She lives on the other side of the forest." Red rolled her eyes. "Seriously, Mom? Kale chips? Grandma's gonna disown us." But off she went, skipping through the forest, headphones blasting some sick beats. Now here's where things get interesting. Enter the big bad wolf, who was more like the medium-sized misunderstood wolf. But branding is everything. This wolf wasn't your average furball. He had a leather jacket, a pair of shades, and an attitude that screamed, "I'm the love child of Wolverine and Fonzie." He spotted Red and thought, potential dinner and Instagram fame. "Hey there, Little Red," he said, sliding up like he owned the place. "Where you headed?" Red, being the naive protagonist, replied, "To Grandma's house, duh. Gonna drop off these healthy snacks?" The wolf grinned, showing off his dental plan. "Sounds delightful. Mind if I tag along?" Red shrugged. "Sure, whatever. Just don't touch my playlist." As they walked, the wolf came up with a devious plan. He'd take a shortcut, get to Grandma's first, and do the old switcheroo. So he excused himself, claiming he needed to update his TikTok, and dashed off. Now, Grandma wasn't your typical sweet old lady. She was more of a retired Black Widow type, with ninja skills and a penchant for knitting. The wolf burst into her cottage, but before he could even say, "I'm gonna eat you," she had him tied up with yarn and a crochet hook at his throat. "Who sent you?" Grandma demanded. The wolf, fearing for his furry life, stammered, "It was my idea, honest. I just wanted some of those kale chips." Grandma sighed. Everyone's a critic. She locked him in the closet and decided to have a little fun. She dressed in her best wolf cosplay and hopped into bed. A few minutes later, Red showed up. "Grandma, I've got your kale chips and what the heck are you wearing?" "Oh, these old things?" Grandma Wolf replied. "Just trying out a new look?" Red squinted. "All right, I guess. But seriously, Grandma, what's with the big ears and teeth?" Grandma Wolf laughed. "All the better to hear and eat those delicious kale chips with, my dear." Just then, the closet door burst open, and out tumbled the real wolf, trussed up like a Thanksgiving turkey. "Help, I'm being oppressed." Red stared. "Okay, this is officially the weirdest delivery run ever." Grandma hopped out of bed, whipping off her wolf costume. "Surprise! I was just teaching this furball a lesson." Red blinked. "So, no one's getting eaten?" Grandma patted her on the head. "Not today, sweetie. But we did learn something important. Never trust a wolf in a leather jacket." And so Red, Grandma, and the very confused wolf sat down to a bizarre but oddly satisfying snack time. They even shared the kale chips, which, to everyone's surprise, weren't half bad. The end. Or is it? Cue dramatic zoom out and ominous music. And there you have it, folks. Little Red Riding Hood, Deadpool style. Remember, always question your food sources, and never underestimate the power of a well-timed plot twist. Now to version 2 of Deadpool and the Tale of Little Red Riding Hood. Hey there, kiddos. Gather round because Uncle Deadpool is about to tell you a classic tale. But you know, with a bit more pizzazz, a lot more sass, and maybe a few gratuitous explosions. Ready? Here we go. Once upon a time in a quaint little village, there was a girl who always wore a red hooded cloak. Now why red? Was she trying to channel her inner superhero? Maybe. But let's just call her Little Red Riding Hood, or LRRH for short, because acronyms are cool. One fine day, LRRH's mom, who probably had a ton of Yelp reviews for her amazing basket weaving skills, asked her to take a basket of goodies to her granny. But beware the big bad wolf, she said. Seriously, who names a wolf Big Bad? That's just asking for trouble. So, off LRRH went, skipping through the forest like she was auditioning for a shampoo commercial. Little did she know, the Big Bad Wolf, or BBW as we shall now call him, was lurking behind a tree, plotting his next evil deed. Plot twist. BBW was actually just misunderstood and had a thing for granola bars. "Hey there, little girl," BBW said, doing his best creepy voice. "Where are you off to?" "Oh, just taking these goodies to my granny's house," LRRH replied, oblivious to the danger because, you know, fairy tale logic. BBW, being the sneaky furball he was, thought, why not eat the granny first and then this kiddo for dessert? Classic villain move. He rushed ahead to Granny's house, probably using some kind of secret wolf shortcut, because how else does he always get there first? Or is this a multiverse and TVA type of situation? Y'all, please let me know if you all see Loki in this forest. Okay, back to the story. When BBW got to Granny's house, he knocked on the door. Granny, thinking it was LRRH, said, "Come in, dear." And just like that, BBW barged in, gobbled up Granny, and put on her clothes. Because obviously nothing screams disguise like a wolf in a nightgown. LRRH arrived a little later and noticed Granny was looking a bit off. "What big eyes you have, Granny?" "All the better to see you with, my dear," BBW replied, trying not to laugh at his own brilliance. "What big ears you have, Granny." "All the better to hear you with, my dear," BBW said, rolling his eyes. Seriously, did she not get it yet? "And what big teeth you have, Granny." "All the better to eat you with," BBW roared, jumping out of bed. But before he could chow down, LRRH pulled out a bazooka from her basket. Because why not? "Not today, furface," she shouted, firing a rocket straight at BBW. The house exploded in a spectacular display of fairy tale justice, leaving only LRRH standing amidst the debris. "Well, that was easy," LRH said, dusting off her cloak. And as she walked away, she added, "Next time, maybe try a little less cliché and a bit more originality." And so, Little Red Riding Hood saved the day with her unexpected arsenal and quick thinking. Granny was safe, thanks to a convenient plot hole that had her hiding in the pantry. And the big bad wolf learned a valuable lesson. Never mess with someone wearing red.
Yo, little red basket full of goodies, stepping through the woods where it's dark and muddy. Wolf fucking hoodie up, teeth looking grubby, Granny's house up, smelling funny. Real nutty, ass swinging, chop on his back. Wolf sneak around trying to set a trap. Granny in the bed, face under the cap, not grandma, bro, jaws open, snap. Red riding wolves, hiding, dark forest, no guidance. Red cap, sheet of fly is packed, lurked in violence. Red riding wolves, hiding, dark forest, no guidance. Red cap, sheet of fly is packed, lurked in violence. Deadpool swagger, red suit slick, swords out quick, flip, wolf blood thick. Little red savage, mess with the click. Granny say laughter sick. Big bad wolf got nothing on me. Murk with a mouth, deadliest MC. Red and meat, team supremacy. Fairy tale bruise across all the spree. Cartoon heart, pumping beats. Beef in the woods, no retreat. Little red back in, heat in the sheets. Wolves running, retreating in fleets. Yo, Down low, red basket full of goodies. Stepping through the woods where it's dark and muddy. Wolf looking hoodie up, teeth looking grubby. Granny's house up, smelling funny, real nutty. Axeman swinging, jump on his back. Wolf stick around, trying to set a trap. Granny in the bed, face under the cap. Not grandma, broad jaws open, snap. Red riding, wolves hiding, dark forest, no guidance. Red cat, she the flyest pat, lurking violence. Deadpool swagger, red suit slick. Swords out quick, flick, wolf blood thick. Lil red savage, smash with the click. Granny say laughter sick. Big bad wolf got nothing on me. Merc with a mouth, deadliest MC. Random me, team supreme. You see fairy tale bruise across all the spree. Cartoon heart, bumping beats. Beef in the woods, no retreat. Lil red back in heat in the sheets. Wolves running, retreating in fleets.